The Hauraki Rail Trail is one of the easiest cycle trails in the country, with the 160-kilometre track made up of 5 sections. There's plenty to see along the way, including an amazing array of bird life, the ruins of old gold mines, a railway tunnel and some stunning scenery.
Come on, I'll show you the garden.
Great, Nikki. So Nikki, this looks like an operational kitchen garden?
Yes, as much as it can be. So we're at the Falls Retreat.
Yep. So how did the garden get started?
Well, Emma and I are mates. We started up our own garden club, and I think we had 2 meetings, and she said, actually, I don't need a garden club, I need you in my garden.
Right, so here you are.
So here I am.
So what would we be having for lunch?
Well, I think we've got the globe artichoke actually we're having for lunch. I've grown that mainly for compost material, but Brad is going to use the hearts and is part of the lunch today. We have our herbs, which you'll be using throughout the salads. This is our edible flowers, so we'll be picking some of those with the salads. We've got a whole bed of flowers here that they use in the accommodation and on all the tables as part of the Falls Retreat as well.
And do they come out here and get inspired as well into the garden?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where we have most of our dialogues, actually, in the garden.
Yep.
I say, you know, to Brad, what are you using at the moment? He's cooking fish. What's this, he says. And, you know, and then we start a conversation about what else we can grow. Have a wee taste of this. Do you like licorice?
I'll tell you what, I'm not usually a big fan of licorice. But if that's the entree, I'm looking forward to the main. That is really amazing. That's a really strong licoricey taste.
Quite intense.
So these are flavours that you've discussed with the chefs and you obviously coordinated.
Yep, things like the fennel leaf and the mizunas and the mabunas, bit of colour, bit of texture, but also that intense flavour just to add to the salads.
Excellent. You've got a lot of tomatoes in.
Yes,
so
we're
sort of in between seasons, you're sort of getting things ready?
Yeah, later in the summer, Brad will do a lot with sauces with tomatoes and capsicums and chillies.
Yes.
I grow beetroot on quite a big scale for them as well to make the chutneys that they sell in the bistro. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, clearly it's not your first time cooking, Brad. That's absolutely, it's a work of art.
It is,
beautiful.
And for us to be able to display seasonal produce coming out of our gardens, and you know, we live by these rules and try and keep it that way, keep it nice and simple. So what we have here is some kale and silver beet wrapped in lebna. We've got some baby carrots, borage flowers coming through here. We've got baby beetroot and a beetroot emulsion underneath, and over here we have strawberries fresh from the garden and all the various picking leaves, herbs, mint and so forth. When you tell the customer this has been picked today and it's on your plate, it just enhances your whole dining experience. Not just a visual aspect, but a real health aspect as well.
So there's quite a bit of harmony between the kitchen and the garden?
It is, total harmony.
Whoa. Oh, that smells delicious. Thank you so much, Brad. Well, Emma, I think your husband's done an amazing job. It's so good seeing what's coming out of the garden, you know, actually on the plate.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, that's enough talking. I think it's time to eat. They do, it tastes amazing. Well, Emma, this is a really beautiful place. I mean, how did you get it started?
We have been open for about 6 years. Brad was working at another local restaurant and we had this vision to have our own place. We live here on site and yeah, have a bit of a lifestyle.
So how easy was it getting customers in here?
When we first opened, it was mainly all the local customers that have been following Brad at the restaurant where he was working. He got a great reputation, so they all came to see his own place. But since the rail trail's opened, which is probably 6 months after we got started, we've found that people are coming from further afield now, and we're actually a destination place. People will come to cycle the rail trail to come and try our food. We probably are a little bit off the beaten track, so people do have to know that we're here, but the word is definitely spreading, and yeah, more and more customers are coming now.
On the Hauraki Rail Trail, I mean, this is, you know, probably the best place to stop, you know, if you want something to eat and that sort of thing, but it's even more than that, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, not only are we serving award-winning food, it's that whole experience. We're really trying to promote our paddock to plate ethos. We've got accommodation here, and we're even starting to do garden workshops and actually do a tour that we call the Gather Experience, where I give a personal tour of the gardens and we harvest things together, similar to what we did today. And yeah, then people get to experience amazing food. It's perfect for foodie people or for people that are just interested in finding out where their food comes from.
Well, from what I've experienced today in the garden and the food that I've eaten, it's a really big success. It's absolutely amazing, so yeah, really enjoyed it.
Thank you. It's hard work, but we love it, so that's why we do it.
Well, the Falls Retreat is amazing, and I really love Brad and Emma's passion for food and the way that they've taken the concept from garden to plate. And hasn't Nikki done an amazing job with that garden?